Welcome back to another episode of Meyer on the Move, where we talk about all things Miami. Today we have a very interesting episode. We're going to talk about Freebee, and we have a special guest, Claudia Miro, who's the VP of Freebee. Hello, Claudia.
Hello, Levi.
Well, Claudia works for a company called Freebee, where effectively you can download an app in many cities throughout Florida, especially right here in Coral Gables, similar to that of a rideshare like a Uber or Lyft, where you click a button on your phone and a car shows up and takes you where you want to go. Tell us a little bit about Freebee. What does it do? And tell us a little bit about the amenity that it offers to the cities.
Well, yeah, Freebee's been around for about 13 years now. And one of the greatest things about Freebee is that it does mimic, it's the public transportation version of Uber and Lyft, where you're able to request a ride on demand by pushing a button and have that on-demand door-to-door service that will pick you up right at the door of your house and take you to the front door of the businesses that you want to patronize.
I love that, and we use Freebee all the time. Depending on where you are in Coconut Grove, they have a bunch of little the gem golf carts, kind of like the one we do our Meyer on the Move episodes in. Here in Coral Gables, we have a lot of Teslas. I've seen some Teslas in Pinecrest, Key Biscayne also.
Absolutely. In fact, we're in 26 of the 34 cities that make up Miami-Dade County, so it's very easy for anyone to use throughout the county.
I love it. Well, we're going to go for a ride. We're standing here in my home, and we're going to order the Freebee, and we're going to head out for a quick coffee at Pasión de la Cielo. Is that how we say it? Pasión de la Cielo. It's one of our favorite local Coral Gables coffee shops. So follow along with us. You'll get to see the whole experience from ordering all the way through to dropping us off in the local business district. Here we are, we're in the Freebee. That was a very easy download the app, which we already had downloaded, but it downloads in 2 seconds. Very easy setup. And then you click a button and it arrives, which is very convenient. It's nice actually to see that it comes in a Tesla. Not that I mind the golf cart, but on the summer days it can be a little hot. So it's nice that we're in an air-conditioned, eco-friendly ride. Speaking of eco-friendly, I guess tell us a little bit about the types of vehicles that it offers and how, because I know that Freebee's also an eco-friendly movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are a very sustainable-minded company. And so, yes, we started off with the GEM vehicles, the low-speed golf cart-like vehicles, which we still have in a lot of the beach areas. Then we moved into the Tesla vehicles, which is nice because not only are you getting a ride on demand, but you're getting a luxury ride. What does that do? That leads to higher ridership. And so you have different modes of transportation out there that exist, but then are not well used. And that's not the case with Freebee. We not only focus on getting you from point A to point B, but we want you to enjoy the experience with friendly drivers, and it's also a very safe ride. You have cameras inside the vehicles, cameras facing forward, facing backwards. In fact, 70% of our riders are women because they feel so safe having this experience.
Yeah, I noticed that because we sponsor Freebee, and we'll talk a little bit about why we do that in a minute, but I noticed that you have a large women ridership and you have a large elderly ridership as well.
Yes, because Freebee serves as a first and last mile. So there's a lot of folks like the seniors who would like to take, public transportation that's available, be it the trolley or maybe a bus, but they find that the bus stops are maybe 2-3 blocks, half a mile from the front door of their house. So Freebee acts as that first mile, takes them from the front door of their house to that bus stop, to that trolley stop, if they want to go, any further along outside of the service area.
What can you say about some of the other benefits that Freebee offers to the community? Tell me a little bit about that.
One of my favorite things is the economic development aspect. So we partner with the local businesses, and how we do that is that we offer them free advertising. So they have free advertising on our mobile platform. So we'll go out into the area and go door to door to every single restaurant, bar, hotel, every business shop, and we say, hey, do you want free advertising? We'll create create a digital profile for them that will appear on the app under destinations. So say that today you want to go to lunch, but you're not sure where you want to go to lunch. You go to destinations, you hit restaurants and bars, and you're going to get a drop-down list of every single restaurant and bar within the service area. So in a way, we are delivering customers to the front doors of these local businesses to ensure that they keep their doors open. And that's going to turn around and lead to more ridership because they're going to turn around and cross-promote Freebee. They also have the opportunity to offer a Freebie deal and discount. So say if you come to my restaurant, I'll give you a free drink with entree, I'll give you dessert with entree. All of these things are benefits to the community because we help keep their doors open.
I love it, and I think it's really great that it keeps more cars off the road, and as Miami in general becomes more and more congested, I'm finding that it's a nice thing to have one less vehicle off the road, and I felt, again, the opportunity to be able to advertise within Freebee, the Freebie that we're in right now, you maybe saw in the video, it's wrapped with a lot of my own self-promotion for my real estate business, but we felt that was a really great way to partner with Freebee to help the community to be able to offer this free service, which is why we came up with that slogan on the side that says says Coral Gables Real Estate, I'll drive the deal, right? And it's because it is about us driving you guys. It is about us not just from a real estate perspective, but really trying to offer something back to the community where, yes, we're spending some money to advertise through the Freebie platform. And yes, there's some self-promotion in that. But when we do that, we really try to make it in ways where we can also give back to the community. So to those advertisers that are out there, I think it's a really incredible opportunity to offer something of value to the local residents in your neighborhood who are effectively our customers, our clients, and our friends.
Right, and it helps keep the costs low for the city so that they can continue to offer the program. So, by advertising with the Freebie, it's offsetting the cost to the city, and so that, they get a portion of the profit. So Freebie will do a revenue share with the cities to help, and then that helps us because we're able to have the service in place and continue for longer and longer, and that way the residents can continue to use a free service. So you're definitely doing something for the community by advertising with us.
I saw a little sticker on the side of the Freebie. It said "Your half penny at work." Can you tell me more about that?
Sure, absolutely. So one of the funding sources, we get very creative, right? So Freebie is funded like any other form of transportation. It's a budget item, a line item out of a city's budget. However, there are other ways to subsidize. And so one of those ways is the half penny tax, or the PTP, People's Transportation Tax Dollars. And so that surtax dollars has certain qualifiable expenses, right? You can use it to do roads, sidewalks, streetlights, signage, but one of those is microtransit. And so Freebie is one of those allowable charges. So the city of Coral Gables will use a portion of their allowable PTP funding, or their half penny tax money, to fund the Freebie. So they don't have to come out of pocket completely for it. So a portion of that will be the half penny tax, a portion of that will be the Florida Department of Transportation grant that they have as well for this program. And then advertising dollars that, like yourself, comes in, and then the city is then left with a smaller sliver to cover out of their own budget. So all of these different funding mechanisms come together to be able to offer a service for free, and the ridership is so high that it not only makes sense for the city, it just makes sense for the community as a whole.
How many cities do you operate in now?
In the state of Florida, we're in 54 cities.
54 cities?
In Florida, 2 cities in North Carolina, and 1 city in Virginia.
Wow, so we're rapidly expanding. Where do you see the expansion of Freebie over a 5-year period?
Nationwide. So right now, that's part of my job. My job is to continue to grow the cities in the state of Florida, and that's my focus, is Florida. So right now we are working really diligently in opening up more cities in Central Florida. We are in in Kissimmee, and we're also on the West Coast near Tampa. So we're looking to expand those areas and go all the way as far north as Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and beyond.
I like that. And do you see the program evolving in any kind of way? Tech is rapidly evolving. We have AI. There's a lot of things going on with sustainability. Where might you see the evolution of Freebie? Right now it's gems, golf carts, and Teslas as an example. I mean, I'm not even sure the answer I'm looking for here, but just, where do you see the evolution? Is there something that we might not be seeing coming around the corner in a 5-10-year plan?
I'm so glad you asked me that, because we just rolled out a new vehicle, and we're rolling it out in
skateboards. Bicycles.
We're rolling it out in our North Carolina market. So and everywhere really, wherever, whatever city's interested in doing, going with this new vehicle, it's the Volkswagen ID Buzz.
Oh, the fun one.
The fun one. It looks like a little bus.
It looks like the old VW bus.
Right, exactly. And so what we found was, when we changed from the golf cart vehicle to the Tesla, there was a lot of folks who kind of said, oh, we love that the Tesla has AC, but we kind of thought the other one was fun, except for the heat, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that it goes slower, etc. So this is kind of like the compromise where it's a fun-looking vehicle, but it's air-conditioned. It can, go 250 plus miles without needing a charge like the Tesla. So I think it's a great compromise, and I think we're going to start seeing those around town, and it's going to be really cool.
I personally like my vehicles driven by a human being, but I know that we are moving into a world where, like I was in Arizona and they have these, effectively these Ubers that show up and there's no driver in them and they drive you all around. Do we see that happening in a Freebie future?
So yeah, we believe that is not as close as people say. There are several programs being piloted around the country, but they're being tweaked, right? So I think that maybe in the next 5 years, there will be ready to have these driverless vehicles, and Freebie will definitely continue to evolve and be at the forefront of that once all the kinks have been worked out of the system.
I'm hoping one day to have the freebie passenger drones where they just show up, like the Amazon delivery drones, where they just show up, you hop in, and it flights you right over to Miami Beach in 10 minutes. Would be really nice without any traffic.
I think another evolution of Freebie that we're currently working on, first of all, we're constantly updating our technology and staying up to date. We invest a lot of money in that side of it, in tweaking our app and making everything more user friendly. But that whole economic development side of it, really where folks are going to see Freebie as the combination of rideshare meets Yelp, where you're able to really just come and say, hey, what is there to do? What's happening, in Coral Gables today? What events are happening? What business can I go to? And so sort of like a guide for the city, so folks can say, oh, you know what, let me look into the Freebie app and see what fun things are happening, or where I can go have dinner, or where I can go grab a drink, or what have you.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because until that day comes, and this was not a cheap plug, by the way, she just happened to mention it, when you order a Freebie in Coral Gables, if you get the Levi Meyer Group Freebie, you can ask for this guide, which is called Levi's List, and we put this guide together as an amenity to the city and to our passengers, with just a quick welcome message. But it's sort of a cheat sheet. It's our favorite selection of like rooftop places to go, dining, cafes, drinks, some of the must-see places like the Biltmore Hotel, the Venetian Pool, Fairchild Tropical Garden, anywhere within. This one is very specific to the city of Coral Gables, and it's just our little cheat sheet of like where to go see and be seen in the city of Coral Gables. So don't forget to ask for your Levi's List. Cheap plug here. If you can't get it here, you can get it at levislist.miami or on the Meyer Group website as well. So you can just go to search for Levi's List on the Meyer Group. And so for our viewers' favorite and our guests' least favorite part of Meyer on the Move, we are going to do carpool karaoke. And so nobody likes it, Claudia, but everybody's got to do it. We will ask your favorite song. You can pick any song you want. Hopefully it'll be a song I know and I'll help sing along. But it just no episode of Meyer on the Move would be complete without terrible car. Can you sing?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, then you're better poised than some of our previous guests who are not very good singers. But it's a segment that many of our viewers around the country actually look forward to. And so, what is your go-to carpool karaoke song?
I don't have one, so I'm going to defer to you, and hopefully I know the songs.
Oh,
I'm not very good at knowing song names or artist names.
Well, nothing that's nothing that's stuck in your head lately. Vanilla Ice. You want to do some Vanilla Ice?
Do some Vanilla Ice. Let's do Ice, Ice, baby.
All right, so Carpool Karaoke Meyer on the Move edition with Claudia Miro. Ice, Ice, baby.
Let's go.
Let's kick it. Ice, ice,
baby.
Ice.
You take the lead. Ready?
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Talk up the mic. And I'll show to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Like a stage and box chump like a candle.
Right.
Dance. Cross the switch that moves. Like a poisonous mushroom, deadly.
When I play to a medley,
It's a felony. Love it or leave it.
you better gain weight.
Kid don't play. Yo, I'll solve it. As the DJ revolves in ice, ice, baby.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, ice, baby.
All right, we got the next verse. You got this? All right, let's go.
It'll be fine. I can't see, so. The party is jumping. With
The Vegas is pumping.
To the point, no faking. Like a pound of bacon, burning them, getting quick, getting nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped-up tempo. I'm on a roll, prodigal soul and rolling in my 5.0 with my hair flex back so the hair can blow. Well, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No. I just rolled and I kept on, pursuing to the next block.
Woo! All right, that was really good.
A little bit of thug action going on here.
Well, you can't be Miami without a little thug action in you. That was really fun. I also now I need to now learn the words to Ice Ice Baby because that's a classic and it's really a shame.
Like if it's like really loud, it just comes out. It's crazy how many of these songs we listened to as kids and I didn't know what they meant until I got older. I was like, oh, what am I saying? What am I saying?
Oh my gosh, yeah. There was an actual Instagram post about that, and we were saying that they're like, oh, you think your music is hard, and then they go back and show music from the 80s and the 90s, and some of the lyrics were atrocious.
I know.
That was fun though. So we're arriving here in the downtown section of Coral Gables, where I believe Freebee's inception here in Coral Gables started. Can you tell us a little bit about how Freebee came to be in the city of Coral Gables?
Yeah, so we started about 6 years ago during the streetscape project that was happening on Miracle Mile. They were redoing the sidewalks, and so again with the idea that Freebee comes in not only to reduce traffic, right, but also it frees up limited parking availability. So during that streetscape project, there was no parking, and so some of the businesses were suffering. So they brought in the Freebee to get folks to and from those businesses, and so it's really taken off since then because obviously the streetscape project has been over for years, but it's been something that has really helped with the traffic situation, the parking situation, and really just a way to not have to worry. And like you said, how great, you don't have to worry about the traffic or what's going on around you. You can be on your phone, you can send off a couple of emails and arrive at your destination in style and in comfort.
And it's so nice that you don't have to, you can really just drop a pin almost anywhere in Coral Gables. I mean, you can pick a destination or a restaurant or maybe take advantage of one of the discounts that are offered by some of the local businesses. But really, if it just drops you off anywhere near Miracle Mile, you're within walking distance to an amazing amenity of restaurants, bars, shopping. I mean, and again, you talk about the streetscape program, and part of that was the making Giralda a pedestrian-only street, which I'm a huge fan of. My family and I always, whenever we want to go out for a family dinner, we hop in the golf cart and we just head on over to Giralda. We don't know where we're going. I might want Mexican, my son might want pizza, my daughter might want pasta, and we can kind of get over to Giralda and everybody gets what they want. And I really love that about that. So we're going to show you Giralda now that we're arriving. We're going to grab ourselves a really quick coffee, show you a little bit about Giralda, and we'll wrap this up so you guys can be on your way to doing more important things like buying and selling real estate. And so just like that, we arrived to the corner of Giralda, one block off of Miracle Mile, where we're gonna be able to grab a coffee at Pasión del Cielo. You can cut that out and redo it any way you want. But Giralda is one of my favorite streets, as we said on the ride here. You have everything from pizza to sushi to burgers to wraps. Peruvian, Greek. There's a rooftop restaurant. It is all pedestrian. It's as easy as literally downloading an app, getting in a free Tesla, dropping you off at this amazing amenity of Coral Gables where you have all these restaurants across the street from one of my favorites, Graziano Market, where you can there's a huge wine shop, they have pastries, they have steaks. And so we're gonna head on into Pasión del Cielo. Did I say that right this time? All right. please do download the Freebie app. If you see pictures of my freebie that's wrapped, we are doing a challenge where anybody that posts and tags a selfie or a photo of the freebie and tags us in it, reach out to us for a $20 gift certificate to a local restaurant or coffee shop here in Coral Gables. That's a promise. You all get one of those, and we're running that until the end of this summer. So keep a lookout for the freebie. Claudia, thank you so much for being on the show today.
My pleasure.
And if you guys have any other questions, reach out. We're excited for our next episode of Meyer on the Move. Hello, Coral Gables. Thank you for watching this episode of Meyer on the Move. When you see this freebie in Coral Gables, take a picture, tag or post us on Instagram, the Meyer Group RE or at Levi Meyer RE, and we will give you a $20 gift certificate to your favorite restaurant or coffee shop in Coral Gables. Don't forget to ask your driver for a copy of Levi's list. This is a great little guide we put together with all the best restaurants, shops, rooftop dining, and great stuff to do, places to see and be seen in Coral Gables.